So Tali, I'm curious, why did you join my Scale and Sell coaching program?
So I actually have been following you for the past, I think, 2 or 3 years, and I did a course. I downloaded one of your courses before, and I was working through it. And then, during the COVID, I had, I think one of your emails caught my eye again, one of your newsletters. And I responded to it, and you called me up, and we made a time to meet and speak on the phone. And what I really had been looking for, during this time, is a way to scale my business and sell. That's, for during the COVID, it became very clear to me that I have a successful business, but I didn't want to stay in it forever. And I didn't know how I was gonna, get to the point that I can sell it and, move on. And I think that's why your newsletter caught my eye, because it had the words that I was looking for. And when we spoke on the phone, it became very, very clear to me that exactly, the content that I was looking for, the information, the skills that I needed in order to sell my business, to what you could give me. And so it really answered a very, very specific need.
So you were kind of you knew that what your plan was, that you wanted to build it up and you wanted to sell it, at a point in the next few years, but you just kind of didn't know where to start or how to even go about it.
Absolutely. I don't think I even had the words to express anything beyond, I want to sell my business. And, you've very much defined it into actionable steps, and helped me define the words and the steps and the processes and all of that.
Yeah. So what was your business like? Well, how long's it been? You've been in about 8 weeks now since you actually started in the program. Is that about right?
I think about 8 weeks.
Yeah.
My company is 11 years old. I founded it 11 years ago, and it's been a very successful company. But I also knew that there was a piece that I needed to add, in order to kind of close off what the company does. And that was also that scalable piece, something that I've been getting a lot of clarity and advice and skills working with you.
Yeah, great. So tell me about the last sort of 4 weeks or the last 8 weeks. What are some of what tell me about your business, like the changes in your business over that period, and the enjoyment you're getting out of it, lifestyle, what's happened, what's changed?
Okay, so immediately, the first steps that I took, having learned from you, is I started growing my business into a virtual business. So my employees are no longer just in Israel. I have a virtual assistant, and I have a virtual bookkeeper that are in the Philippines. And that is huge for me, because these were the pieces that were really getting me down in a million ways, the communication and the finances and the this and the other. And you said it very, very clearly that we should not be doing, something that's below our worth. And so I learned that lesson very, very quickly, and I managed to grow my team. And that has made a huge change in my lifestyle, that I'm just not dealing with the stuff that's difficult. Instead, I'm getting reports from the people that are doing it, and I'm focusing on business development, and connecting with, the people that I need to connect to in order to scale and grow my business. So that's been absolutely awesome. At the same time, I'm working with other people on the course with you to kind of brainstorm together. Kind of feels like we're like this international pod, where we have, team members in, different places all over the world, and, other colleagues that are in the same, fields, but different places and not exactly the same, that we, bounce ideas off each other and talk to each other and go through your coaching courses, or coaching calls together, yet they're in a completely different location in the world, and you're part of this pod, so it kind of feels like a really awesome I don't know, brain, kind of, what's the word?
Mastermind.
Yeah, mastermind group,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Feels like
Yeah.
this international mastermind group of collegial, of colleagues, international
Yeah.
colleagues.
Yeah, because
I love
a
that.
lot of the thing that I hear loud and clear when people come into the program is that they've felt really like overwhelmed before now, and isolated, kind of lonely, like they're out there doing it themselves, and they've got no support to make sort of big decisions, and they don't really have a lot of business no experience before starting their business. They're learning everything as they go, and they just have nowhere to kind of turn, and no way of knowing that what they're doing is right. For, I guess, for one. But is that the way that you kind of felt?
100%, 100%. It is amazing to, like, as I'm taking a new step, or as I'm considering something, as I have an idea, for 10, 11 years, I didn't have anyone to bounce these ideas off. And I know that I can just shoot off a question to you, and I will have either a text, a video, or, text or video response, or you'll speak about it in our coaching call directly, and then I can ask further questions, and we can brainstorm it together. And that's amazing to have, to come in at this point, and have someone that I can ask my questions to. I really am appreciating that.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it as well. So so I guess, are those some of the features that you like most about it? The coaching calls, the support, the ability to kind of just get confirmation that you're going about things in the right way, or get validation of the direction that you
All
take.
of that. I would also add that I feel that there is an accountability aspect. Like, I know that on Thursday we have our coaching call, and I know that I have to, report back my progress. And I think that is awesome for me. And also knowing that there is someone who really cares about my progress, and has input in my progress, is fantastic. And you're a real person. You're a rock star. But you're someone that I can say, hey, I had a hard few weeks because my daughter fell and was injured, and I can, you're hearing that as well. So I'm in the awe of the wisdom that you've shared, which, I often just, in the coaching calls, you'll say something and I'll write it down and keep on thinking about it. Yet on the other hand, like, I feel like, who I am, the background, the challenges, and you're helping me through that personal piece as well, where all of that meets my business and my aims and my, goals.
Yeah, awesome. That's really nice to hear. Tell me, we've talked about the rapid sort of progress you made in the over the last 8 weeks. Tell me about the next 6 months. So what do you think is in store for you for the next 6 months?
Right. So in the past few weeks, I identified kind of the last branch of what I want my company to be, which is corporate facing. And right now, what I'm doing is I am building the product based on feedback from people in the corporate world. And this is all, with your help and your guidance and the templates that you've given me and all of that. And I believe that in the next 6 months, I will have run very big programs, and I will be booking high-end programs. My aim is to have less work that is of greater volumes, and I'll be working smartly, yeah, that's
And you'll have all the systems and the processes in place to make it totally
100%.
scalable as well. Yeah.
100%. We're
Exciting
systemizing
times.
all the time. We're figuring out what are the rules, what are the systems, what are the automations. How can we create this company that is so neat and transparent, and makes so much sense in terms of how we run on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Tali, really appreciate having a chat, and really excited to see what the next few weeks and few months has in store for you.